I saw Avengers Endgame. Play the intro. Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Cavanaugh's Corner. As you could probably tell by the intro, it's time for me to review Avengers Endgame. Just so you know, this video is not sponsored by Burger King, but it could be. This is one that I actually had to wait a little while to do because I could not, for the life of me, get a ticket for this movie. This movie was sold out everywhere. I was actually on vacation last week with my girlfriend, and we were actually in Disney World, and we tried to see it in downtown Disney Springs, as they call it now, and we could not get two tickets with seats next to each other if we tried. And she was dying to see this movie. We actually recently rewatched all of the Marvel films leading up to this one, and Man, I was truly blown away by this film in more ways than one. This is definitely an epic culmination of 10 years of Marvel films. Just an incredible epic film. And first of all, I want to start off by saying that I will not be spoiling the film in any way, shape, or form in this review, so please do not get discouraged to watch this review. I will not be spoiling the film at all. The problem with not spoiling this movie is that I basically can't talk about Jack in this. This review is going to be very short and to the point because the plot of the film I can't really get into. All I'll say is that this takes place after the end of the events of Infinity War and the devastating ending of that film. And this movie starts pretty much right after that. That's all I'm going to say, and that's it. I won't give away anything else that happens in this film, so please do not worry about me spoiling it. One thing I do have to mention is, starting off with the story of the film, this movie does go in directions that I did not expect at all. Starting from the beginning of the movie, I was actually asking myself, where is this movie going? I was truly surprised in certain parts of where it went and what they did with the film. There was a moment that I kind of guessed going back a few movies that I kind of figured what they were going to do, but in the end, it was still so entertaining throughout that I didn't care. I truly didn't care about that. And but for the most part, I have to say I was surprised by the movie as a whole, and I was very impressed by what they were able to do with it. The movie does have a very serious tone through most of the picture. Of course, there are some extremely funny moments, and of course, a few badass moments as well, as there always are in these Marvel films. There's great action as always. The action in this film is masterfully shot and choreographed, looks great. CGI in this movie is second to none. It really looked phenomenal all throughout. The Russo brothers really did another phenomenal job by directing this movie. They did a great job. Their direction is just spot on. I had no complaints about it. Honestly, it did not feel like a 3-hour film. For those of you that don't know, this movie is 3 hours long. The pace of it, though, even though it has a little bit of a slow start, it is a purposefully slow start. And when the movie picks up, boy, it never lets up until the end of the film. And I was very impressed by that. There is not many movies out there that are 3 hours long that I can watch over and over again. This is definitely one that I could revisit. I won't be revisiting it anytime soon right now, but I definitely will revisit it in the future, most likely multiple times. The movie does have some absolutely wonderful performances. I mean, truly outstanding performances. Robert Downey Jr. gives a wonderful performance as Tony Stark yet again. Just an awesome display of emotion and just character development that has been going now for 10 years. Truly incredible to see his performance in this film. Evans as Captain America yet again delivers on his part, and wearing the shirt in honor of his part in the film. He gives another awesome performance. And Chris Hemsworth, probably the most surprising performance in the film. I'm not going to give away anything here, but he definitely takes Thor in a direction that I did not expect, and I was very, very impressed with his performance in this film. To be completely honest with you, Robert Downey Jr.'s performance is arguably Oscar-worthy. I really hope he gets a nomination for this film. He really deserves it. He is absolutely incredible as Tony Stark / Iron Man. I loved seeing how his character came to this point in the franchise and how much he has changed over the last 10 years of films. It is just absolutely amazing to see. The cast as a whole, it is a truly ensemble picture, and those three guys are just a few of the standouts. Again, the rest of the cast, everybody does a great job, but those three to me were the top tier of the performers in the film. Music is wonderful, again by Alan Silvestri. I was very much blown away by this film. The one thing I do want to mention is this movie does have some pretty serious and real emotional impact. I cried twice in this movie like a baby, and so did most of the theater. I was emotionally ruined by this film to the point where I waited a day to do this review because I had to recoup, get my thoughts together, and film this for you guys. I wanted to bring it to you because I feel this is an important picture and definitely deserves to be talked about. Overall, I think, honestly, Avengers Endgame is a masterpiece of comic book filmmaking. I love and adore this movie. I am giving it a perfect 5 out of 5. I had some very small nitpicks about this film, things that I can't mention here because they will spoil the film, but they were very, very, very minuscule, and honestly, the picture as a whole outweighed those little nitpicks. I highly recommend you go see this film. I saw it in IMAX. They did shoot most of the film in IMAX, and it is an epic to behold, and I promise you, you will not regret your 3 hours in the theater for Avengers Endgame. Highest recommendation, highest marks. My hat's off to Marvel Studios and to those that brought us this picture. Thank you to everyone. Again, that's pretty much it for this review. Coming up in the upcoming videos, I'm going to be reviewing Captain America: The Winter Soldier and Captain America: Civil War on 4K Blu-ray. Those videos are coming to you soon. Thank you again for coming back to Cavanaugh's Corner. I just want to say, again, I really appreciate all those out there that have subscribed to the channel. My heart goes out to you. I would not be able to do this without your support. If you did enjoy this review, please hit that thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel so I can bring you more videos in the future. Good night.